Hello, everyone, and welcome to a COVID-19 update. I'm Trey Bennett, nurse practitioner with IHPKC, and this video today will build on the first two videos in this COVID-19 series. Essentially, they were the overview, COVID-19 overview, and COVID-19 family prevention strategies. Today is day one of a shelter in place or a stay-at-home order here in Johnson County, and last night I shaved, so I'm gonna grow a 30-day stay-home order beard. We'll see how this goes. It's been a long time since I grew a beard for 30 days, but we shall see. But first I'm gonna go over some developments on early detection. There are some case reports that show that loss of smell and taste or altered sense of smell is an early sign before any other signs or symptoms develop. So that is new and important to know for those people out there in the community that maybe, that is a pretty non-specific symptom, but knowing that it is associated with COVID-19 is definitely important to know. For those of you who are still working through this, I feel for you, especially healthcare workers. I've got a lot of friends in the hospitals working around the clock right now, and they are stressed out, and there is definitely a push for people to stay home related to that, because the more people stay home and avoid outside human contact, the more we'll be able to flatten the curve, reduce pressure on the healthcare system, and help everybody heal. The other thing that isn't being mentioned a whole lot is that COVID-19 is not a quick, easy disease to treat. So the best possible thing we can do is prevent it. And that's what That's what I specialize in essentially here, is lifestyle medicine, which is a branch of preventative medicine. So this is my time to shine. So anyways, we do not have an antiviral. We do not have a vaccine. All we really have in our toolkit is distance. And so we need to really utilize distance and stay away from unnecessary public outside contact that could allow transmission of the virus. Consider that each and every time that you go out and get supplies or anything like that, each time you have outside human contact, you could be either passing on the virus, or you could be contracting it from that person. So it's really important to minimize that outside your home contact and stay safe that way. That is our number one tool in our toolbox to prevent and essentially kind of treat COVID-19 by preventing it. I see it as my role to help keep my patients and followers informed, so you can do your best to prevent contracting and spreading this virus. So please be extra mindful of washing and sanitizing your hands often, especially after human contact or touching items that others have touched, including when you're shopping, including anytime you come essentially within 6 feet of another person that is outside your household. Always remember also that shared computers and your cell phone should be sanitized at least daily. If you're out and about on your cell phone and having to work through this, it's a good idea also to carry wipes and or sanitizer in your car, so you can kind of once you get to your car, you can maybe wipe down your cell phone, kind of keep your car as a clean area. Sanitize your hands before you even touch the steering wheel or the shifter or anything like that, and then wipe down your cell phone. It's a good practice especially if you're kind of working from your car. All right, now let's talk about coping with the stress of COVID-19, because I have gotten a lot of contacts from people who are very stressed out about this. It is it's an uncertain time, and so that uncertainty is naturally stressful for us. And when you combine that with a fear of contracting a disease or passing a disease on to a loved one, or losing a loved one, along with financial stress and financial worry, it's very understandable for people to be on a heightened level of stress right now. So let's talk about some stress busters. All right, things we can do to lower our stress level and get through this smiling and get on the other side of this. So the best stress buster I know is exercise. I know that's not going to be a surprise to many people, but and I would definitely recommend that people really consider getting outside and exercising. I'm looking out my window here at getting outside, and we just got back from a walk. We are doing our best to take at least one family walk a day. And so I'd recommend that you get outside for at least 20 or 30 minutes, walk around. You can do any other type of activity outside, but walking is a good kind of minimum activity level. If the weather is bad, you can also choose an indoor workout or yoga. All right, number 2, I would say meditation is my second favorite stress buster. And this is highly accessible. You can do this anywhere, essentially. Maybe not at work, but definitely, you can do this in your car as you pull up to work, or when you're leaving work. You can just do this in the parking lot really quick. As little as 1 minute is effective. So what I want you to do is find a comfortable, quiet space. Like I said, a parking lot in your car is just fine. I want you to close your eyes and focus on your breathing wherever you can sense it best. And so just take a deep breath and decide where you can sense your breath best, whether it's kind of in your nostrils, in your trachea, or in your bronchioles, or kind of just the chest rise. Wherever that is, that you can sense that breath the best, that's where you're going to want to focus your energy and focus your mind while you're meditating. And just know that your mind is going to wander. Bring it back to your breath for a set amount of time. So you can set an alarm or a timer on your phone. I love Insight Timer. It's a really great free app. You can also just set a timer, a regular old timer on the clock on your phone to kind of remind you to come back to reality at some point. It's nice to know that there is, something to bring you back to reality at the end of the meditation. Otherwise, you might feel kind of uneasy. You might feel like you need to open your eyes every once in a while, check the time or something like that. So it's nice to have a timer set to cue you back to reality. But so meditation really allows you to practice that separation. It's kind of flexing that muscle between and that separation between what truly matters in life and kind of just all the noise and chatter, that voice inside your head. So it's kind of separating that stress of everyday life and things that you think are kind of life and death issues, and just looking at just existing and breathing. Something that's just as natural and instinctual as breathing is really nice to every once in a while just take a moment and focus on your breath, because it can really be helpful to help kind of center you and reduce stress and you can kind of get on with your day after that. So speaking of breathing, breath work is my number 3, I would say, stress buster. And so all you need for this is essentially clean air, a place that you can breathe deeply. And today I'll teach you how to do what we call a box breath. And what that is a breath that has equal amount of time. So you're going to inhale for a certain amount of time, you're going to hold it for a certain amount of time, you're going to exhale for a certain amount of time, and then you're going to kind of hold that exhale and wait to inhale, and then it repeats. And so that's a box breath. And so you can decide what's a good amount of time for you. For me, I think it's probably a good accessible amount of time to start with 5 seconds. So inhale, and repeat. So 5 seconds each time. Again, that's inhale, hold, exhale, hold. And that is a great way to kind of bring you back to reality, back to centered and groundedness, and kind of reduce anxiety and extraneous worries that you may have. So that's all for today. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends and family. I appreciate it. And take care and be well, Kansas City. We'll get through this together. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.